But they said you wouldn't use your hands. They couldn't.
They didn't have. They had doubt.
That,
Because when I come out of the hospital, it's like a newborn. I had no control. I mean, I was starting to move around a little bit, but not enough to do things for myself.
after the stroke.
Well, it wasn't necessarily. I don't know if it was a stroke or not. That's
Okay, a
something
coma.
I don't know. Yes, I was in
Okay.
a coma, in and out of the hospital 3 or 4 times. And I was in a coma when they took me. Well, first 2 times I was in there, I was, so they tell me all of this, I don't know. I was in there in a coma about 4 days.
Okay.
Then, the last time I went in, I was in for about, 7 or 8 days. And they had to put that thing down in my throat to start breathing. And so when I got out of the hospital, or my release day, when I got home, the nurses told me, said, now, there's one thing that we have to tell you, that you'll have to keep your exercises going.
Right.
And you'll have to move every day a little bit each day. You got to keep going on and on. And so at night when I went to sleep, I prayed to the Lord, get me up in the morning, I'm going to do my exercises. And so then I start doing my walk-ins and my exercises. And I was very confused, very.
Okay.
But now I'm fine.
Can you tell me about the oxygen?
Well,
4 liters of oxygen.
yeah, it was 4 liters of oxygen and 24 hours a day for almost 2 years.
And now?
And now I'm off of it.
I can
off
tell.
of it. I have none.
How does that feel?
Oh, it feels great. Like I said, I feel better now than I did when I was 17. So
And can you tell me, didn't you say you just made some bread?
I
or-
made some zucchini bread, 4 loaves. Last week I made 3. Yesterday I made 4.
Okay. Before Body Balance, what was your life like before Body
Very
Balance?
slow. I still had not gotten up to the stove too much to cook breakfast, dinner, or supper. My little granddaughter's been with us. She's been doing a lot of that. She does my housework. I do some of it. I sweep the floor now, and I don't do the vacuum sweeper
Well,
or
that's
anything
okay.
like that. But I do a little bit of dusting and some unpacking that we're doing.
But now your life has changed like...
Oh, yeah, like I say, I mean, I feel like I'm 28 years old now.
And Jackie, what would you add?
She's doing so well emotionally and mentally, and she's so much fun to be around, and we laugh and we kid and we reminisce about memories, childhood memories. She wears me out when I take her shopping. She wants to go to 3, 4, 5 stores. After about the 3rd one, I'm like, can we please go home? She hasn't been able to shop for over 4 or 5 years by herself. She was wheelchair bound, not 100%, but probably 75%. If she had to go anywhere, it had to be a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
She walks now. She does paces.
Yay!
Exercises. She goes to the casino a couple of times a month. She goes out shopping. She showers by herself, and she's sleeping in a bed for the first time in several years.
After Body Balance.
After Body Balance.
That's so exciting,
So
Betty.
we're so grateful and so excited to have Body Balance in our lives.
So would you recommend it?
Oh, yes, definitely. Oh, yes. 100%, yes.
Thank you.
And last week we went to see her heart doctor, Dr. Dimitru, who's at UNMC, and she sat with her mouth open for a full 2 minutes. She could not believe how fabulous my mother was doing.
My complexion and everything has changed.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
No, well, there's probably a lot, but I can't,
Is your husband doing better too?
He still worries about me, and he
Okay.
treats me like a baby.
Woohoo!
And
That's
I
okay.
get upset about it because I'm the type that, I want to do it myself.
And now you can.
And I can do it,
Yeah.
He's not too sure I can do it. So.
But his smoking is doing.
He's been
yes.
smoking after 57 years of smoking. He's been smoke-free for 2 months now after starting Body Balance.
And that's the only change.
Right
Pretty
now.
much.
Right
Yay! But that
But
was
it's
the
a-
only thing he did to cut down on the smoking or to stop it.
He tries to say that he did it himself.
Uh-huh.
He says, give me credit. And I'm like, no,
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'll give you some credit, but you weren't able to do this before either.
Yeah,
So
but-
you have to give Body Balance some
And that was 50-some years?
Oh, yeah, he's going to be 80 in December.
Okay.
So he's been smoking a long time.
Now you know how old I am.
Woohoo! Well, close. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.